Froggy Bakes a Cake by Jonathan London. Illustrated by Frank Rekowitz. It was Froggy's mother's birthday. Froggy was outside making mud pies. Froggy called his father. What? Help me bake a cake for your mother. Oh, please, cried Froggy. I want to do it all by myself. So, Froggy flopped into the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. You'll need flour, said his father, and sugar and chocolate. I know, cried Froggy, and he pushed his chair against the counter and climbed up. He took down the flour. He took down the sugar. He took down all the chocolate candy his mother had hidden since Halloween. We need lots of flour and sugar, said Froggy, and he dumped a large bag of flour and a whole box of sugar into a big yellow bowl. We need lots and lots of chocolate, said Froggy, and he dumped in 10 handfuls of chocolate-covered flies. We need milk too, said Froggy's father. I know, cried Froggy. And he flopped to the fridge. Flop, 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 and grabbed a carton of milk. Oops! It dropped on his foot and spilled. And eggs and butter, added his father. I know, cried Froggy. He snatched a carton of eggs. Oops. He only broke 4 or 5. And just one stick of butter fell on the floor. Don't forget the baking powder, said his father. I know, cried Froggy, and he climbed up and took down the baking powder. Then he cracked 7 eggs into the bowl. Crack, 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 and only a few shells fell in. And he put in the butter. Blop, and poured in the milk. Glub, glub, glub. And finally, he dumped in the whole box of baking powder. Schloop. Time to mix it all together, said his father. I know, cried Froggy, and he mixed it and he stirred it and plopped it and mixed it and plopped it. And he dumped all the goopy cake batter into a cake pan and shoved the cake into an oven. And then he sang, oogly boogly burbly bake, I make and I bake and I wait for the cake. Froggy called his father. What? While you wait for the cake to bake, help me blow up the balloons. Froggy blew up all the balloons. He blew, and he blew, and he blew. Pop! Now, said his father, help me set up the table. Froggy helped set the table. Oops! He knocked over the lemonade, got the paper pudding tablecloth all wet. Froggy called his mother. What? What smells so good? It's a surprise, yelled Froggy, and he flopped back to the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. Come and get it, hollered Froggy. Froggy's mother and his father flopped in and slid across the buttery floor. And Froggy said, are you ready? And he opened the oven door. Yikes, the cake exploded, yelled Froggy's mother. Oops, cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. Too much baking powder, I guess. It's good, though, said his father, licking his fingers. Wait, cried Froggy, I'll be right back. Flop, flop, flop. Happy birthday, Mom, he said, and he handed her a fresh mud pie with a candle in it. I made it all by myself. Oh, Froggy, said his mother, this is the best, birthday pie I ever had. What a mess, said Froggy's father. Let's go on to celebrate. Great, said Froggy. Yes, said Froggy's mother. And together they leapfrogged all the way to the bakery. Flop, flop, flop. That book was hilarious. It added an explosive cake. Too much explosives to make the Horton. If I do that on my birthday, it'll be explosive. Note, my birthday is on February 25th. Where did you punch the battery? Oh my goodness. This cake video, when you bake the cake, you'll never have too much baking powder, just the way he did. Do not add too much powder, or you'll be crispied.